After 60, do this daily to regain muscle like you're 40. Have you ever looked in the mirror and thought, where did all that strength go? Maybe lifting the groceries feels heavier than it used to, or climbing a few stairs leaves you more winded than you'd like to admit. You're not alone. As we age, it's completely natural to notice our muscles don't bounce back like they once did. But just because it's common doesn't mean it's permanent. And here's the exciting part. Restoring your muscle strength isn't about spending hours in the gym or lifting heavy weights. It all begins with just one simple daily habit. One small change, done consistently, can have you feeling stronger, steadier, and more alive than you have in years. Now, I know that might sound a little too good to be true, but hear me out. You see, our bodies are incredibly smart. They adapt, they respond, and even after 60, 70, or 80 years, they still want to thrive. They just need the right kind of encouragement. And no, that doesn't mean extreme workouts or fancy supplements. The trick lies in choosing a habit that works with your body, not against it. Let me take you back for a moment. Remember how it felt in your 40s? You had more pep in your step, more confidence in your movements. Getting up from a chair didn't require a grunt, and reaching up to grab something from a shelf didn't come with a shoulder twinge. That strength you had, it's still within you. It just needs to be reawakened. So, what is this daily habit that can start turning things around? It's as simple as purposeful movement, but not just any movement. I'm talking about resistance-based movement that you can do with your own body weight every day in just a few minutes. Think of it like waking up your muscles gently, giving them a reason to stay strong, flexible, and responsive. Let's start with something easy you can try right now, even as you're watching this video. If you're sitting in a chair, simply place your feet flat on the ground, shoulder width apart. Sit up tall, take a breath, and stand up slowly. Then sit back down. That's 1. Try it again. That's 2. Do 5 of those in a row, and what you've just done is an incredibly effective, low-impact form of resistance training. It's called a sit-to-stand, and it mimics a motion you probably do every single day. Getting out of bed, standing from the couch, using the restroom. But when done intentionally, with good form and repetition, it trains your legs, glutes, core, and balance all at once. Best part? You don't need any equipment, any gym, or any special clothing. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Just that? That's it? Yes, because it's not about doing 1,000 squats. It's about showing your muscles that you're still using them, still challenging them in ways that keep them alive. Muscle strength isn't built in big, dramatic moments. It's built in quiet consistency. And here's a little secret. When you commit to even 5 to 10 minutes a day of intentional resistance movements, like the sit-to-stand, you start sending powerful signals to your body. Signals that say, hey, I still need these muscles. Don't let them go. And your body listens. It starts rebuilding, rewiring, and reigniting those muscle fibers you thought were long gone. You'll start to notice little changes, standing taller, walking more steadily, getting out of a chair without using your hands. These moments may seem small, but they add up to big wins. They're the difference between independence and needing help, between doing what you love freely and watching from the sidelines. But let's not stop at the sit-to-stand. Another powerful movement you can incorporate daily is heel raises. While you're brushing your teeth, washing dishes, or standing in line, slowly rise up onto your toes, hold for a moment, then lower back down. This works your calves, improves your balance, and strengthens the muscles that keep you steady and upright. And when those muscles are strong, you're far less likely to trip or fall. One viewer once told me that after doing these for just 2 weeks, she felt more confident walking around her garden without her cane. That's the power of simple, daily action. What's important is not how many you do or how fast you do them. It's that you show up every day and move with intention. Because when you choose to move, you choose strength. And when you choose strength, you choose freedom. So, if you're feeling discouraged, if your body feels stiff or tired or weak, know this: it's not too late. Your muscles are still there, waiting for you. And all it takes is one habit, one decision, one moment each day to begin restoring them. Now that we've talked about the importance of purposeful movement and how powerful even the simplest exercises can be, let's keep this momentum going. Because there's another key element that works hand in hand with these daily movements, and without it, your progress might hit a wall. Let's talk about it next. So now that you've got the idea, just a few minutes of intentional movement each day, like sit to stands or heel raises, can wake up muscles you thought were long gone. Let's take that even further. Because there's one essential ingredient your body absolutely needs in order to turn those movements into actual, lasting strength. It's not a pill, it's not a powder, and it doesn't cost a thing. It's protein. But not just any protein, the right amount at the right time. You see, most people assume protein is just for bodybuilders or athletes. But let me tell you, after 60, protein becomes more important than ever because our bodies don't absorb it as efficiently as they used to. That means even if you're eating the same amount you did in your younger years, your muscles might not be getting what they need to stay strong. Imagine this. You're doing the sit to stands every day, getting up and down from that chair with determination. You're showing up. You're moving. But behind the scenes, your body is looking for the building blocks to actually rebuild those muscles. And if the protein isn't there, progress slows down. The good news? You don't need to overhaul your entire diet. All it takes is being intentional. Start by making sure you're getting a good source of protein with each meal. Eggs at breakfast, Greek yogurt as a snack, a piece of chicken or tofu with lunch. Even a handful of nuts can help. And don't skip out on dinner. Your muscles are still working behind the scenes, even while you rest. One woman in our community started having a small protein shake with a banana in the evening. Nothing fancy. But within a few weeks, she noticed her legs felt steadier when she got up in the morning. Coincidence? Not likely. Think of protein as the repair crew. When you move, you're sending a message. Hey body, I still need this muscle. But when you fuel up with protein, you're giving your body the tools to answer back. Got it. Let's rebuild it. Now, you might be wondering, how much do I need? A general rule of thumb for older adults is to aim for about 1 to 1.2 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight per day. That may sound technical, but here's a simple way to think of it. Try to get about 25 to 30 grams of protein per meal. That's roughly the amount in a piece of salmon the size of your palm, or a couple of scrambled eggs with cheese and toast. And here's another tip. Spread your protein out throughout the day. Many people get most of their protein at dinner, but our muscles actually benefit more when it's spaced out. A little at breakfast, a little at lunch, a little at dinner. That way, you're giving your body a steady supply of what it needs to keep those muscles active and growing. But here's where it gets even more exciting. When you combine daily resistance movements with intentional protein intake, your body starts to change in real, noticeable ways. Your legs feel stronger when you walk. Your arms feel more capable when you carry bags. You stand taller. You breathe deeper. You feel more like you. And that brings me to another often overlooked piece of this puzzle: hydration. Yes, water. It sounds simple, right? But staying hydrated is one of the most underrated tools for keeping your muscles, joints, and even energy levels working properly. Our muscles are made up of about 75% water, so when you're even a little dehydrated, they don't function as well. You might feel stiff, tired, or achy. And when you're trying to move with purpose, that can slow you down. So how do you stay on top of it? Keep it simple. Start your morning with a full glass of water. Make it a ritual, like brushing your teeth. Carry a bottle with you during the day. Add a slice of lemon or cucumber if you want a little flavor. And if plain water isn't your thing, herbal teas or even watered-down juice can count toward your intake. I once spoke with a gentleman in his 70s who added just 2 extra glasses of water a day to his routine. That was it. He said not only did he feel less sluggish, but his post-walk soreness almost disappeared. Sometimes the smallest changes make the biggest difference. And let's not forget, hydration also helps with digestion, circulation, and even brain clarity. All of that supports your ability to stay active and motivated. Because building strength isn't just about the muscles, it's about the whole system working together. So, what have we really talked about here? You've got your daily movement, just a few minutes of purposeful motion that tells your muscles, we're still in this game. You've got your protein, feeding those muscles the fuel they need to grow strong again. And you've got your hydration, keeping everything flowing smoothly from the inside out. Together, these form a powerful trio. They don't require fancy equipment, they don't need big investments, they don't even demand a lot of time. Just intention, just action, just care. And that's the beauty of it. You don't have to be 40 to feel 40. You just have to take small steps, daily steps, that signal to your body. I'm still here. I still care. I'm not done yet. Your body listens. Your muscles respond. And soon enough, you might find yourself walking a little faster, lifting a little easier, and smiling a little wider because you feel like yourself again, strong, steady, and full of life. Next, there's one more crucial piece to this puzzle, something that ties all of this together and amplifies the benefits of every habit you've begun. Let's keep going. Now, I want you to picture this with me. It's a bright morning, your feet touch the floor, and instead of that usual ache or stiffness, you feel grounded, stable, strong. Not perfect, maybe, but better. This isn't a fantasy. It's what happens when your body starts responding to the care you're giving it. And there's one more habit that brings all the others together like glue: restorative sleep. Yes, sleep. It might not sound as exciting as a new exercise or as tangible as a protein-rich breakfast, but let me tell you, without good sleep, even the best habits can't do their full job. Sleep is when your muscles repair, when your cells rebuild, when your body quite literally restores itself. You're not just resting, you're healing. The problem is, as we get older, sleep can get trickier. You might wake up more often. You might find it harder to fall asleep. Or maybe you sleep through the night but still wake up feeling drained. If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. And there are ways to improve it. One of the most powerful things you can do is establish a simple, soothing bedtime routine. Think of it as telling your body, it's time to wind down. No screens blasting blue light. No loud TV shows right before bed. Instead, dim the lights. Read a few pages from a book. Do a few gentle stretches. Sip some warm herbal tea. I know a gentleman in his 60s, big, burly guy, former construction worker, who started lighting a candle and listening to soft jazz for 10 minutes before bed. At first he said it felt silly, but within a week, he was falling asleep faster and waking up with more energy. He told me, turns out the tough guy needed some tenderness. And that's the truth. Your body wants to sleep. It just needs the right conditions. Now, I don't want you to think this means you need a perfect night's sleep every time. That's not realistic. But even improving your sleep by 30 minutes a night, just a little more deep, restful sleep, can make a huge difference in how well your muscles recover and how much energy you have to stay active the next day. And speaking of staying active, Here's where things get really exciting. Because once you've built that rhythm, intentional movement, daily protein, proper hydration, and restorative sleep, something shifts. You start to trust your body again. You start to want to move more. And when that happens, one of the most rewarding things you can add to your life is purposeful walking, not just wandering around the grocery store or circling the kitchen table. I'm talking about focused, mindful walking. Maybe it's a walk around the block in the morning sun. Maybe it's a trip to the park with a friend. The key is you're doing it with presence, feeling your feet move, your breath flowing, your posture tall and open. Walking is more than just cardio. It's rhythm. It's freedom. It reconnects your brain and your body. And if you combine it with a few arm swings, a straighter spine, and a sense of curiosity, what's blooming today? Who waved at me? What's that bird singing about? Then suddenly, your walk becomes a daily ritual of life and strength. I knew a woman in her early 70s who started doing just 10 minutes of slow walking every morning. She called it her moving meditation. Within 3 months, her balance improved. She didn't feel so wobbly when stepping off curbs. She laughed more. She felt more awake during the day. And one day she said, "I don't feel like a fragile old woman anymore. I feel alive." Isn't that what this is all about? You don't need a gym membership or a fancy trainer to feel strong again. You don't need to lift heavy weights or follow some intense program. You just need to show up for yourself every single day in small, consistent ways. And here's what I want you to remember, above everything else. It's never too late. Never too late to rebuild strength. Never too late to walk taller. Never too late to take your health into your own hands, one moment, one choice at a time. Whether you're 60, 70, 80, or even beyond, you still have so much life left to live. And when your muscles are strong, when your body feels stable, when your energy returns, everything changes. You move with more confidence. You breathe a little easier. You wake up feeling a little more like yourself. That version of you, the one who feels grounded, capable, and alive, isn't gone. They're just waiting. Waiting for you to take that first step, that small daily habit that says, "I care about my body. I believe in my strength. I'm still here." So here's what I invite you to do today. Stand up from your chair, gently, but with purpose. Stretch your arms. Take a few deep breaths. Drink a glass of water. Maybe go outside and feel the breeze on your face. And tell yourself, this is my time. You've already made it this far. You've already overcome so much, and you are absolutely capable of regaining the strength you thought was lost. Small changes, simple habits, done consistently. That's the secret. And if you found this video helpful, go ahead and give it a like. It helps us reach more amazing folks like you. Drop a comment below and share what small habit you're starting today. We'd love to hear your story and cheer you on. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss more tips that can keep you moving, strong, and full of life. Because you deserve that every day, at every age. Here's to living your best life, with strength, with joy, and with the belief that you are not just getting older, you are getting better.